Good day all, you are tuned into On the Couch for the SAPL wrap-up with myself, Ith-haar, better known as Guffy. Season 5 has kicked off this week and some interesting things have happened already. Defending champions, 5 times champions and firm favourites CPT Ballers, they got the season off with a 4 out of 4 win record, ripping teams apart this week with a league record win of 19-1 over newcomers 011 Cartel and a notable 2-0 win over title contenders Geba Boys. Today I'm joined in studio by Cape Town Ballers captain Aidi Goodrich and Spartans captain Maroof Gangat. Gents, how you doing?
How's it, Gaffy, Roofy, and the rest of the SAPL players? Hope everyone's doing well on this weekend. Yeah, everything's good this side. There's a really good vibe in the Ballers camp. So yeah, I don't think week 1 could have got off to a better start than what it has. So yeah, all positive vibes leading into the game week 2. We have, as you know, we have a very tough game against New Era of Monday night. New Era have drawn with Spartans, and they've recently beat the pre-season cup winners Unleashed. So it's definitely going to put us to the test, but we're looking forward to it.
Hi Khafi, how you doing? How you doing, Aidi? Trust you guys are well, and warm South African hello to our fellow SAPL players, captains, and board of management.
As the league is growing, we have also expanded the board committee by introducing Aidi Goodrich, Maroof Gangat and Rafiq Muhammad to the league management. Roofy, this must be somewhat of an honor for you, having the board notice your leadership skills and inviting you to be a part of the league management. How has this new challenge/experience been for you?
Thanks, Khafi, and I'd like to extend thanks to the board of management for giving me this opportunity to help and to try and push this league forward. The experience has been great so far. It's by no means easy, but I will do all that I can to try and help push this league as much as we can to get new teams, try and expand overseas as well. And yeah, hopefully we can have a great season going forward without any hiccups or any issues. But I'd like to thank the guys again for this opportunity.
Aidi, I want to speak to you about this. Over the seasons, we have seen Ballers losing top quality key players to other teams where one can say they have wanted to move on and prove to the rest of the league that they're not just squad fillers for Ballers behind yourself and the formidable Justin Crew. However, Ballers just continue dominating each and every season. Surely rebuilding must be tough, as we can see with past experience at Unleashed and again this season at Elites. They all seem to struggle with the adaptation, but it's not evident in the Ballers camp. Is there some sort of secret or something that other teams can learn from?
Yeah, it's always a struggle going into a new season, especially when say for example we win the league and the season finishes, and then I'll start to become aware of players that want to move on, maybe, whereas they want to go to their friends' team, like they want to play in a team with their mates, or they want to be part of a team to actually challenge Ballers and be that team who manages to knock Ballers off the pedestal. But yeah, you know, the process of finding and acquiring those certain players in order for us to rebuild, it is difficult, but yeah. So our admin group for Ballers consists of myself, Just DJ, and Lanil Super Smurf, and it is quite a long, lengthy discussion of who we're going to get, etc., etc. We look for players with certain qualities. So when we approach a player, we know exactly what they're capable of. So it's not a case of getting a player into the team and making them adapt to our style. We somewhat acquire a player who we know who can play that certain style. So that's why the transition from them coming from the team that they're playing at to Ballers, it's not a difficult one, because we know that they're capable of that, like as we've seen drop-ins or if they played against us. So yeah, it is difficult because, like, for example, this past season we did lose a few players. I think, top of my head, I think it was about 5 or 6. So we have had to bring a few players in, but they've been doing well. Chef D is keeper. We have Brandon at centre back, and of course we have Keith Beef Boy at CDM, they've all been proving themselves worthy of baller status. So yeah, I'm keen to see where the season goes. It's definitely going to be the toughest season so far. But yeah, the lads are keen to break further records and to seal another title. So hopefully we can do the double this season. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be the most challenging one yet. So anything can happen.
While the given of ballers laying on top of the log, we do see them still followed closely by Spartans and then New Era and Geba Boys respectively. Roofie, while everybody else has been rebuilding and getting former players back, even though losing a key player in Jaco Groenewald, Spartans has managed to keep the core of their squad and is looking quite strong floating under the radar, even though one could say they only really faced one of the big guns with a 0-0 draw to New Era. We can definitely see a motivation behind that Spartan squad. Is this what you guys have been hoping for, and is challenging for that title actually a goal for Spartans this season?
Well, essentially, Khafi, we at Spartans have this philosophy that we attack as a team and we defend as one. Every player plays for each other, so if someone makes a mistake, we don't really go hard on them. We just try to encourage and to keep them going. Jaco was a massive loss, I won't lie. So we had to do a bit of reshuffling on that side, try out new players and so on. But I think the squad has moved along nicely, considering this is only our second season in the Premier League. I think the guys are doing extremely well. They do work for each other, and myself being captain of the team, it is my job actually to motivate them, keep their spirits high, and just take it one game at a time. We have only faced, I would say, New Era, as you say, which ended in a 0-0 draw, but we back ourselves to actually finish in the top 3, and that is our ambition for the season. To take off ballers from the top of the league, I would say we're not quite there as yet, but we are hoping that over the next season, that hopefully we can challenge ballers for their title as well.
With 4 games in, there's been a lot of draws and shock defeats going around at the moment, with Elites falling victim to a massive 6-0 loss to New Era, and then again 2-2 draw to probably one of the most improved teams, Panthers FC, and 2-0 defeat to PF United, where they could have very well seen themselves in that second place spot, but instead they are clinching on in 9th place. Aidi, who do you see as the team to look out for and could really cause some unrest at the top?
In all honesty, it's difficult to pinpoint a singular team of which we are looking out for. I would have to say there's no single team that gives red flags for us, as all teams provide such a threat. As you know, we have teams such as Panthers and PF causing upsets already within the first week. So you never know really. Obviously you'd have your renowned teams, your Spartans, your New Eras, your Unleashed. But then again, building up to game week 1, we had a few friendlies, namely, against Elites. Elites, for example, they took us into extra time. We somehow snuck a 3-2 victory. It's a friendly game, but we snuck a 3-2 victory in the 118th minute, for example. It could have gone straight to penalties. If it was league, it would have finished 2-2. That would have been a draw against us. We were 2-0 down against Gentlemen. We brought it back to 2-2, and we lost against them in penalties during a friendly. So, anything could go either way. It could go either way in a league game. So you never really know. I could say to you right now that we're looking out for Unleash the most, and then we go and we lose to, for example, Panthers or PF next week. So it's hard to pinpoint the team. So that's why it's going to make this season so much more interesting than the rest.
Yes, I think you definitely hit the nail on the head there, Aidi. Rufi, after Game Week 1, what has been the standout games in terms of great results and important games? And really, who are the standout teams for you right now? And what do you foresee occurring in the coming Game Week?
Hey, Khafi, looking at Game Week 1, the shock results were Leeds losing 2 games so early in the season. But I'm pretty sure they already have measures in place to bounce back because they are a quality team and the results don't really reflect the quality of the side and what they are capable of. The standout teams so far for me, obviously the first is Ballers. They go in, week out, just pulling out results and by huge numbers, I must say. The other teams, I would say, is your usual suspects, New Era, Unleashed, Elites as well. But I'm pretty sure Gaba is one of the teams or one of the dark horses who can actually spring a surprise this season. If I look at Panthers and PF United, those teams have strengthened from last season and are looking quite decent this season. They have played a couple of games and have showed their quality, drawing with a couple of the top teams as well. Overall, I think it's going to be a tough season for everybody, and it's all about just trying to play the best as you can and hopefully achieve what you want to achieve. But for me, I think Season 5 now, our current season, is going to be the most difficult. But let us hope and see and just take it from there.
Aidi, with a lot of new teams joining the league this season, with the likes of 011 Kotel, Diski Kings, Safa United, and then also old faithfuls such as Royal Clutch FC and Geba Boys returning to the competition. Do you suspect any of them doing well this season, or do you think they will need a few seasons under their belt before they can pose much threat to the rest? Also, have there been any players you feel are doing well at any of these teams, and if so, who are they?
Yeah, look, it's hard to pinpoint these standout players as I haven't had much exposure to them. I only played a few friendlies against them. Only met 011 Cartel once in the league, and that was the first time we met them. I haven't had any friendlies with them prior to that, as we have with the likes of Safa, Diski and whatnot. But one thing's for sure, that Geba definitely title contenders. They've already put an upsetting result by beating Unleashed in the first game week. So yeah, we'll see. They have a lot of experienced guys in there with the likes of Jake, Jared, CJ. So yeah, let's see what happens in the season. Hopefully all the teams will stick around. I do hope that they don't get frustrated with these first weeks with results going against them so badly, but that happens when you make the leap from playing day by day just for fun with your mates to jumping into a competitive environment such as the SAPL. So yeah, hopefully better days to come for them. I'm excited to see what happens.
Rufi, before we go, off the top of your head, who do you see most likely to make this week's Team of the Week? And do you think there is going to really be anybody else in it aside from the Ballers squad?
Khafi, looking at the results from this week, I think the Team of the Week will be mostly Ballers players, but I do see a couple of players from maybe New Era as well as Unleashed making it through. So I think it's been a pretty good performance by Ballers this week. I would think the Team of the Week will actually be 90% full with them. But I should see a couple from the other teams, Unleashed, as I said, as a New Era. And let's see, hopefully next week should be hopefully a tougher week for Ballers. I'm hoping it's a tougher week for Ballers, as we all are. Sorry, Aidi. But let's see how game week 2 goes, and I wish everybody luck.
I want to say thank you to Rufi and Aidi for chatting with us today. I will catch the rest of you guys again next week for that week's wrap-up. So thanks for your time this time. Until next time, we will never waste your time bringing you all the week's news right here on the couch. Thank you all for listening. Now that's a wrap.